Welcome back YouTube to another video. We are starting today off with deadlifts, moving on to wide grip bench press, and then doing some leg accessories. I've worked up to a top single of 280 kilograms. That felt heavy, it felt rough, it felt slow and sluggish. The most I've ever deadlifted is 300 kilograms. I haven't peaked the deadlift in about 4 to 5 months. So I'll take that. Plus, I'm lighter, I'm leaner, and I'm meaner. Unfortunately, when you're natural, you can't necessarily have the best of both worlds. You can still be strong and lean, but you can't be nowhere near as strong and lean as someone who is enhanced. That is just the reality of it. The minicut has oh my goodness. The minicut has affected, that's not even the right word. I'm losing the plot. I'm away with the fairies right now. I'm far gone. I don't know who I am, where I am, or what I'm doing. Anyway, I look better, but I can't lift as much. Over the next 3 to 4 months, I'm now going to be clean bulking. Hopefully I can push my weight back up to 95 kilograms, just a lot leaner, or at least a little bit leaner. I'll take leaner in general. 260 kilograms is loaded up on the barbell. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to drop the weight to 240 kilograms and do that for 2 sets of either 2 to 3. As usual, after my top set, my thumbs are sore, but let's see what happens. I need to build thumb endurance and toughness. I'm gonna hit 260 kilograms again for a single, with straps this time. I want to go quality over quantity. Not that you are really getting quantity out of one rep, but if my thumbs are giving away, then the quality of the rep is going to diminish. It was smooth, but slow. I've been under the mind and training principles and methods of the Australian strength coach for 2 months. Whilst my squat and my bench press has increased, my deadlift has not. But I believe that's because the Australian strength coach wanted to place emphasis on my squat so I could build my squat up rather than my deadlift, which is already in good standing. The only issue I have is the fact that it's starting to go down. I'm starting to lose strength. Now, again, 280 kilograms for a single at RPE, I'm going to say like 8.59. It's not bad because I haven't peaked for it. And I did hit a 240 kilogram squat for 1 repetition at RPE 8. And that was at 91 kilograms, which is a bodyweight PR for me, and an RPE PR for me as well. But to watch my deadlift go down is rather sad. It's rather depressing. I'm hoping that the next block or 2, because I have a competition in October, and I have 9 weeks until that competition, I can get my deadlifts back up, whilst slowly trickling my squat and my bench press as well up. Because you can't really trickle up, trickle down. Trickling's a bad word. Improving. Increasing. That's even better. Should have just said increase. Here come the headaches and the migraines. Lovely jubbly. That was beautiful. Rightio. Moving on to wide grip bench press. We've got 125 kilograms loaded up on the barbell and ready to be done for 2 sets of 8 repetitions, because I've already done a set of 8 repetitions with 125 kilograms. Where I've been prescribed straight sets, I'm not used to straight sets. So essentially, I've peaked early in the block. I've done 3 weeks of straight sets on all exercises. This is my 4th week, and now I've just kind of hit a wall and feel slightly weaker. I don't know whether that's due to a couple of factors like inconsistent training times, inconsistent sleeping and waking up times, and inconsistent food times. Those three things I need to make consistent in order to see consistent gains within the gym. However, I do suspect that doing straight sets has worn me out a lot quicker than the top set back off approach, which I'm used to. With the top set back off approach, I gain the most strength. With straight sets, it's I gain strength, then I hit a wall hard. I slammed against that wall. Whereas with a top set back off approach, it kind of allows little waves, like I get stronger, and then I kind of like maintain, then I get stronger again, maintain, get stronger again, then maintain. I don't know, maybe the straight set approach isn't great for me. Maybe the top set back off approach is great for me. I don't know. It's hard to tell really, because it could be a lot of factors, but I'm going to put it down to a multitude of factors, as opposed to just changing the way that I train. But we shall see, until the next block. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Each rep I paused with. It may not have been a long pause, but I most certainly paused with each rep. I took my time. Each rep was smooth. I didn't struggle throughout the bottom part or locking out. I feel like I could have probably bashed out 125 for 12 to maybe even 15. I hate to admit it, but the ultra wide grip, this is what I'm calling it, index finger on the ring. Most people have pinky on the ring. I'm in between the start of the knurling and the first ring. There, the middle part of the knurling, the first section of the knurling anyway, is where I usually grip. This is ultra, this is wide, this is normal, and then this is close. I feel like the ultra wide grip suits me a bit more. I feel like if I switched over to doing the ultra wide grip for my competition style bench, I could probably outdo my previous PR of 180 kilograms. But will I do that? Because I like to go through the full range of motion on the bench press. That's how I enjoy my exercises, full range of motion. I don't like doing partial reps, and I don't like reducing the range of motion in order to get more weight. I will happily sacrifice some weight just so I go through that full range of motion. Now I know the pencil pushers out there, the nerds, the science-based lifters out there are probably screaming at me, but Ryan, partials have been proven to provide you with the same amount of benefit as full range of motion. That's bollocks. I'm sorry. That's absolute bollocks. That you're telling me that me doing partials allows me to get more or the same out of me doing full range of motion. I have extra range of motion, which means I'm having to stabilize the weight for longer. I'm using more strength to push it through that extra range of motion. And you're telling me that a partial does the same? Absolute bollocks. Baloney. What a cinematic POV this is. Although it's not point of view, is it? It's just a camera angle. It's time to go to bed. I've got to eat first. Chicken wraps with rice and guacamole. However, I make the guacamole myself, because the guacamole that you buy in the packs, full of fat, full of sugar, and in some cases full of preservatives and artificial flavorings and shit like that. I don't want to consume that shit. I want it all natural. Fantastic. Right. Supersetting leg extensions with leg curls. That is what I was supposed to do last week, but I didn't do that. Now that I've actually supersetted leg extensions with leg curls, it turns out I'm still missing details. It's actually leg curls and then leg extensions, but it doesn't matter because I've already done 2 sets of each. This is going to be my last set of each. Today's going to be a shorter video than usual, but at least it's something. My main lifts may not be the best right now, but accessories are great. 45 is quite easy for me now, whereas I was struggling with 40 not so long. Whatever. Okay. Oh, I have such a quad pump right now. Now it's time to get a hamstring pump. The yin and yang of thigh training. Okay, lovely. After 3 sets of that, my thighs are eliminated. Although I have to be truthful, I have to be honest. That's being over dramatic, they're not eliminated. I could probably do like another set of this and that and do a drop set, but prescribed to me is 3 sets of each for 12 and 8. Yeah. My compounds may not be the best right now, but my accessories are. That's always a bonus. So I'm leaner, meaner, and stronger on the machiner. That was brilliant. I'm very proud of myself for that one.